Hello Reformers, and welcome back to the last days and our Uruk adventures, and it is very much an adventure. Now there's a reason why I'm starting here where there's basically nothing going on. There is actually something going on, you'll see in just a second when I go to my notes and my recent messages. I've been fighting a whole bunch. I was fighting down in Gondor's territory a little bit. I completed a couple of tasks for the Harad Dream, and as a result, I have gained a new companion. Now that companion, I'll show you them after this, but for the moment, I have something quite exciting to show you, and this is something completely out of the blue. I was not expecting this, obviously. I mean, how can I expect something like this to happen? Anyway, let's take a look here. You can see exactly what's going on if you take your eyes over to the you earned 1,599,976 rank points. Yeah. If your jaw went to the ground, I don't blame you, because the same thing happened to me. When I saw this, you've been promoted to Great Enforcer of Moria, rank 561. And you can see here that there's actually a script error, so I assume that there's something going on with that, and that maybe something has happened in regards to the script itself, and maybe something happened, because what I was doing here, as you can see by, well, all of this, you can see that I was attempting to, help him out. I was attempting to help Master Bolg from being defeated. And you can see here that he has 0 units. So if I had allowed him to, go forward with that particular fight, which was against a bunch of Mirkwood elves, if I'd allowed that, he would have most likely just died. And I think I got there just in time, and there seems to be a bit of a weird loophole kind of thing going on with the rank points there. Anyway, we're going to continue onward. I'm going to show you the companion in just a second. Ulfthak has advanced in level, and also I should mention, I've placed all my Orc chieftains in the garrison at Isengard, and I'm going to be going and getting those when we have a pretty large battle to fight. Otherwise, I'm just running around with about 43, as you can see here. My company size has gone a little bit crazy now, though, because of the weird rank point gain. Alright, so we're going to begin with Ulfthak here, and I'm going to give him another point in agility because I like to get him some additional points in athletics, because right now I think he's pretty fine with his current power strike and iron flesh. He has 76 HP, pretty good in my opinion, and here's our new companion. Now, I must mention that I did get to, I think, rank 7 with the Harad Dream. I got very, very lucky with the tasks that they gave me. Basically, one of the tasks was to kill about 100 Gondorian units. That's easy. That's super easy for us to do. I ran into a Lord and a caravan, and the Lord had about 60, and the caravan had about, well, 50, 60 or so, and so that was a very easy thing for us to do. And then otherwise, they gave me the Training Troops quest. Yeah, so I trained 7 of their troops in the arena, with, those staves, half naked, etc. And then I made it to rank 7, and that just happened to be enough for me to go and get that companion. So yes, now you can see here his stats, very nice indeed. He has a huge amount of trainer skill, which is of course going to make all the difference when we are running around with huge amounts of orcs, and I assume we're probably going to be getting a pretty large amount of casualties going forward. I mean, I would expect that. Anyway, otherwise he has some very good mounted archery skill. He has 5 in that. He has 5 in power draw. His power strike's really good, and you can see that power strike is in green. And you may be wondering, well, why is it in green? Well, I'll show you. Yes, this is the sword that I gained from being rank 7 with Harad, and yeah, let me just say that it's fantastic. I mean, it's basically the same as the Nazgul sword with the exception of the, I think, yeah, +1 to power strike when equipped. That's the only thing that changes with it. Otherwise, it's exactly the same, and I decided to give him this, and let me just tell you, he's amazing with it. He really is absolutely amazing with it. Otherwise, I've given him some Moria poisoned arrows as well, and I've also, well, I was actually going to give him this, which is the other reward that you can get with, I think this is rank 6 or rank 7 with Harad. I'm not entirely sure which one, but I was able to get this as well, and I thought to myself, yes, I'm going to, hopefully give the Haradrim companion that bow, but it does not seem to be usable on horseback, which is kind of a shame. So I just left him with his regular bow, as he does have some nice mounted archery and everything. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Otherwise, I also gained this ring right here, which gives us +1 to strength, and that is, I think, also from Harad. And yeah, so apart from the fact that we gained a huge amount from Moria, which I have no idea how that even happened, but yes, it did. And yeah, I guess we're going to find out whether I can replicate that, because I don't exactly know why that happened. I can assume that it is, as I said, and it is because of the, well, the lord that you're helping being extremely low in HP. I mean, he was at 15% HP. I don't know whether you noticed that. And I helped him right at the moment of defeat, and maybe that was the issue. But I kind of want to try and see if I can help him even more, just to see whether that happens again. But I'm pretty sure that that's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, there is also something that I must mention. Before I did any of this fighting with Moria, because I've been fighting with them for a little bit of time here, you know, taking out those various elven patrols and everything, there was a message that basically said that the Mirkwood elves are on their last legs, basically, and they are rallying. And as a result, they have constructed some huge force to run around and eliminate their enemies. So I'm not entirely sure what that means. I can assume that there's probably some large army running around somewhere. And yeah, we still have to kill Mirkwood patrols, by the way, so it might be an idea for us to do that. But I am going to just try and see whether I can accompany Master Bolg to his destination and just see if I need to help him out. Whoa, Lord Elrond and Halbarad have done an amazing job at recuperating themselves. Look at that. They have over Lord Elrond has over 200. That is kind of amazing. Okay, so you should really run away now, Master Bolg. I'd very much appreciate it if you just run. There we go. Okay, so basically now this means, thanks to that insane rank up, which I didn't even need, by the way. I did not need my rank to be 561. I really didn't. I think we were doing perfectly fine with rank 10, rank 11 with Moria. Because, well, I didn't have that much in the way of actual, you know, wages and everything, but you can see here now that I have such a huge rank, I have 555 of these guys waiting to be recruited. Shall we? This is kind of weird. I didn't even realize that that was even a thing. I didn't even realize that that would even go that far. I thought there was a limit. I thought there was a limit of maybe rank 20 or 25 with a particular faction, but it seems like there's no limit whatsoever. Make it say, no limit. And I guess, you know what? I'm going to be recruiting these guys just because I want to see, wow, okay, I literally have 600. What is this? This is madness. This is absolute madness, and I'm kind of liking it. Let's face it, I'm kind of liking it because it's fun. It's very, very fun indeed, but very weird because I was fully expecting to just continue running around with about 350 to 400 units. I personally feel like that is perfectly acceptable. I see no problem with that whatsoever. Do bear in mind now, however, that me running around with 600 units is making me kind of slow. So I'm a bit, oh yeah, and also we're going to have literally nothing to eat, which is kind of bad. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this, but, oh, apparently he's on a new campaign. Oh yes, I should also mention, by the way, that I have been attempting, against all hope, basically, to get Mordor, Isengard, and Dunlendings to do as I suggest by going into the War Council option when I speak to their liege, and yeah, it just does not work because they are all on campaigns. I've tried to get all of them basically into conversations, and they are not willing to speak to me about that. So yeah, that seems to be a bit of a shame, but well, what can you do? There's nothing really much to be done about that. I'm gonna go close to Rivendell Camp here. Maybe I can see if I can do something here. Unfortunately, my food is going to deplete pretty quickly, so I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, I can't believe it, really. I really cannot that happened. That is so crazy, and as it happened, I was like, oh, I have to start recording immediately so that you can see it, because it's just crazy. Okay, so other than that, I kind of want to besiege something. Where's Master Bolg? He's obviously resting up, I suppose. Where's Lord Elrond? I'd like to do battle with him, perhaps, but now that we have a nice companion that is going to help us with trainer skill, I feel like we should be okay in getting our orcs up to speed. Alright, so yeah, you can see here by the recent messages that we are now being attacked by some people from Rivendell. Not Lord Elrond, though. He decided not to attack us, but the other people did. So let's see what we can do here. 600 against 380 something. I think we are going to have some problems here, just because I actually do not have that many in terms of orc chieftains. I literally have, I think, I don't know, 5 of them or something like that. I don't think I have that many at all. So this is going to be kind of harsh, because you can see that the enemies, we do not outnumber them. We don't outnumber them that much. So it is going to be one of those times where I think we are going to suffer pretty badly at the hands of their arrows, but well, this is just my supplementary force, basically. This is actually nothing that I really need to worry about, because in the grand scheme of things, I can just go to Isengard, pick up my orc chieftains, which there's quite a fair few of them in the garrison there. I think there's about 300 of them, actually. And, you know, just run around again. So, yeah, it's actually not going to be too bad. I'm going to continue to tell my units just to walk towards us here. Hopefully they can continue to you know, keep their shields up and everything, and maybe I'll be able to distract the numerous amount of people. Okay, I'm going to tell everyone to charge in now, and this is probably not going to go too well, let's face it. But I am fully expecting to lose this, actually. I am fully expecting to lose it, because I don't have any cave trolls or anything like that. I don't have any meat, so to speak, in the army. I have no meat shields whatsoever, so basically we've got to rely on numbers, and the numbers are not looking good, let's face it. Where we are really kind of outnumbered. I'd say we are outnumbered, even though we physically outnumber the opponent. It's not really gonna do too much, because, you know, they're elves, and they're very good at what they do, of course. And, yeah, from this... Oh, yeah, okay, so there's also a reason why we're losing so many units right now. The reason for that is because I don't have Bolzog. I don't know whether you noticed that when I was looking at my army, but I don't have Bolzog anymore, because I actually gave him to, I think I gave it to Master Bolg, actually. I think I gave him to Master Bolg as a, you know, companion for a week, because I was trying to get his faction strength to increase, and I was trying to get rank points. Now that's kind of pointless, I guess, but yeah, I was still trying to do that anyway. And what is actually going on here? My mount was out of control somehow. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so let's continue to try and assault these various archers here, and I guess what I'm going to try and do is just run along the lines and just try and deal as much damage as I possibly can. But bear in mind, I don't have Berserker right now. I don't have the bug that, you know, heals me or anything like that, so if I do take irreparable damage, I feel like this will probably be a loss, because let's face it, it seems like my people are really taking huge amounts of damage. There's really nothing I can do about that. And I'm just hopeful that our various companions that are actually decent, and I'm talking about the new companion, I'm talking about Uthak, I'm talking about Gorbag, hopefully all those guys will do their very best to eliminate as many people as possible. And how many have we lost so far? A lot, actually, yes. We have literally lost a huge amount, and that's obviously because we don't have Bolzog's surgery. That is a big problem. Not having him is making things very, very harsh, and I've just lost my mount, so that's obviously pretty bad. But no problem, I've got this. I have a very, very fast sword indeed. No one can stop this sword, that is for sure. Anyway, I'm going to try and tackle this archery line. If none of the cavalry see fit to attack me right now, I feel like this archery line is going to dissolve before our very eyes. But this is, wow, this is kind of cool, actually. I very much appreciate doing these larger scale battles. I think they're pretty fun. Ah, Never mind. Okay, so Rivendell Cavalry came in there with 61. I killed 61 units right there, and it seems like I will have to retreat as a result of that, which is kind of a shame. However, look at that. There's only 242 remaining. Bear in mind, these are all of my troops. If I disengage right now, I could potentially level up everyone into Orc Chieftains and make them even harder to kill. That might make sense. Someone's going to be annoyed at me retreating though, I assume. Are they? Maybe not. Maybe they wouldn't be annoyed. Okay, so let's have a look. Only 18, yes. So Orc Chieftains are kind of a bit difficult to level up in comparison to, for example, Fell Goblins. The Fell Goblins are actually very easy to level up. I have 446 of these. I cannot believe it. I really cannot. Alright, well, let's have a look here then. 86 and 124. There's Elrond, by the way. He's just ignoring the entire battle. I don't exactly know what's going on with that, but okay. I will accept the challenge once more from Elro here, and I'm very low in HP. Yeah, if I hadn't been couch-lanced, I think we would still be alive and still be slaughtering, because I don't think they have enough damage, unless I allow it, that is, from some kind of arrow, archer, or some kind of random blow from an enemy infantry or something like that. I think we would have still been alive, but oh well, never mind. I think we'll be okay as long as we keep our shield up and not get shot immediately. If I do get shot immediately, I probably will decide to retreat after our units have eliminated a couple of people. And yeah, we'll see what we can do about that. But for the moment, it seems like most of our people are okay, because of course their shields are up. And that's exactly what we want. We want their shields to stay up and defending themselves. Of course, these guys, they're very good at what they do. Their archers are extremely deadly. And, you know, even if you have a shield up, it is going to be quite likely that the arrows will sneak by in some way or another. They'll shoot your shins or, you know, your head that sticks out every so often. And so we're going to try and be very, very cautious indeed. Unfortunately, it looks as though the enemy is being very good by staying on a heightened surface even. And that's going to be pretty bad. You know, if we had a lot of cavalry, I think we'd still be pretty okay here, but I have to be extremely, extremely cautious with Bear Uruk here, because, yeah, you can see here, even with this huge shield line, they are still able to do a massive amount. I'm just going to tell everyone to charge, really. Just going to tell everyone to charge, because it seems like they were going to retreat if I told them to hold position over here. Maybe I can do a little something. It seems like I can do a little something, and we have advanced. Yes, we are now level 39. I very much wish that in Warband you would get full HP or something like that upon leveling up, because that would be super nice right now, but yeah, that's not going to happen, of course. Anyway, I will continue to try and do as much damage as I can, and it seems like our forces are not even doing that badly. I feel like we're doing pretty well, considering most of my units are not even top tier. They're not even top tier, and they were very easy to level up. You saw them level up before your very eyes, just thanks to our trainer skill. Trainer skill is so useful, especially when you're leveling up orcs, and bear in mind, you do have to think about the fact that we have that new companion, and he has 6 in trainer skill. So pretty amazing. I'm going to try and avoid being shot by this guy if at all possible, because he's going to run me to the ends of the earth, and that's not going to be very nice. Anyway, it seems like we are kind of even with the enemy right now. Now we're not so even, yes. Shouldn't have tried to go for the cavalry. That was a big mistake on my part, and it seems like I will have to disengage and leave this battle. Okay, apparently not. Apparently they're deciding to do this. Unfortunately, I still do not have, obviously I don't have any first aid, so me having this amount of HP is literally just because I have 0. I think I have 0 first aid, which is very bad. And I did not think for a second, when I was running around with that 50-strong army, I was literally just running around just to save food, basically. And yeah, I did not think that I was going to gain that many rank points, and I didn't think that I was going to get anywhere special. I just thought that I was progressing a little bit, you know, a little bit off screen, just helping out Bolzog, helping out Bolzog? No, helping out Master Bolg even. Ha, they have similar names. Anyway, Point is, I was just helping out Moria, and I just very much wanted to try and get their faction strength to a place where I might be able to speak to him about a war council suggestion, and maybe get him to finish off the Lothlorien elves or something like that. But yeah, never imagined that we were going to get into this kind of battle, especially considering I don't have Bolzog with me anymore. At least for the moment. We will have him soon, but just not yet. Anyway, I think I'm going to tell them to actually stand closer real quick. I think this is going to make a pretty big difference to us. And the enemy's pretty close to us, but I'm kind of wanting to stay here. Just because I'd like... I don't know, I don't really want to move any further, but the enemy also does not want to move further, so it's kind of a bit of a stalemate right now. I mean, me standing here, and then them coming towards us would be amazing, and would be the ideal situation, but it seems like we will not get that. It seems like that's not going to be the case. So I will have to just charge in, which is really not what I wanted, but... I'm not entirely sure what I should do, because if I get off my mount here to protect myself a little bit better, then I'm probably going to get shot anyway. And if I decide to charge in now, most of their archers are just going to fire. I guess we should just do that. We can't really do much else. So we just have to go for it. Many of my units are going to get absolutely murdered right now, but there's not much more I can do. There really isn't. So I'm just going to have to try and see if I can eliminate a couple of enemies along the way here. I have no HP, so I fully expect to be eliminated very, very soon, especially... wouldn't that be embarrassing? Being killed by an archer in melee. That would be very embarrassing indeed for an Uruk. Okay, there we go. Yeah, a little bit of extra damage here and there. And bear in mind that we are not outnumbering them. I don't think we're outnumbering them anymore. Or at least we are by a very small amount. I am so surprised I'm still alive. I really am. Okay, come on, let's just try and get out as much damage as possible. Wow, I'm really surprised. Really? Am I really gonna live through this entire battle? I doubt it. Me questioning it is gonna get me killed more than anything, I think. Yes, okay, come on now. Yes, a little bit of extra damage there. And, yep, I'm thinking I'm dead now? No? I'm gonna die from this horse archer, I assume. Probably. Or not. Okay. Wow. Very interesting. Oh, there's the Rivendell Cavalry. Yes, take that, Rivendell Cavalry, you scoundrel, for eliminating me every single time otherwise. Okay, so it seems like that's it. I think we might have a victory there. Wow, I actually thought that I'd have to retreat or go into auto-calculation and maybe get myself taken prisoner. I think that this, being a potential victory, is kind of amazing, because even though we outnumbered them severely, they are very good at what they do. We know that. We know elves are fantastic, so... Come on now. Yes. Oh, I really wish I could heal myself in some way. This would be really great right now. Okay, come on. Run! Run along the archer line. Okay, wow. Just interrupt them with the warg. Yes, I have charge damage for a reason. Okay, so I think we're pretty good right now, with the exception of... Gonna die! I think I'm gonna die very soon. Am I? I've been saying that for the past 5 minutes, I know. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die soon. But apparently, you know, apparently I'm surviving somehow. I have no idea how this is even possible, considering I have such a small amount of HP. A soft breeze could take us out. But I've killed 41. I've killed 41 enemies with, I would say, literally 1 HP. That is kind of amazing. The one thing that we're going to have problems with, however, are these guys. These cavalry, with their almost infinite arrows by the looks of things, are going to make things very, very difficult for us, especially considering my warg currently does not have a huge amount of HP, and as a result is walking extremely slowly. So that's not great. We have received some more reinforcements. How many enemies remaining? 33. And we have 98 on the battlefield. Alright. I think that is going to be a victory for us. I think I can probably count that as a victory, but we'll see if I'm able to survive until the end. Bear in mind, my warg is going to die very soon. And I no longer have the speed that I needed to be able to survive this long. So I think that I'm probably going to die very soon. Okay, come on now. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more. More damage. More damage. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, wow. That guy actually survived. He actually survived one hit from the amazing sword. Okay, wow. Pretty crazy. Okay. If I survive this, really, this is ludicrous. Absolutely. Or is it Ice Cube? Yeah. We'll go with that. Okay, so anyway, point is, I think we're done. Yeah, there you go. 4 enemies remaining. That is insane. How much HP do I actually have? Oh, apparently I have 0. It says I actually have 0, as you can see right there. That is amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go for another point in intelligence right here. We might as well. And I think I'm going to go for additional points in shield and athletics, I think. That might make sense. Or maybe we should go for an additional point in prisoner management. You know what? Let's go for an additional point in shield, and we'll go for prisoner management as well, because getting more prisoners and being able to slaughter them for food is a very nice way to do things, because then I don't have to go to marketplaces that only have 2 or 3 pieces of food. And yeah, obviously with this size of army, even with an army of 350 strong, having food be depleted that quickly, it's just, you can't really do anything about it, you know? You can't really do anything about it. Even in native, you know, that's kind of an issue when you have an army that's 150 or 200 strong, you know? Anyway, there you go. We lost... we only lost Fell Goblins of Moria because they were the only ones available for battle, and there you go. It seems like we were able to achieve victory. 64 rank points. So some weird stuff going on with that insane bonus reward that we got. I have no idea how that even happened, but anyway, there you go. I have no food remaining. Guess I'll take these metal scraps. I don't really need the money from this particular faction, at least. Yeah, I guess next time we're gonna try and take on Lord Elrond and see if I can maybe help out Moria some more. But you can see here that I would assume that Gondor is going to be eliminated relatively soon, and that will then mean that these factions will come up and try and help us out with the elves a little bit, because that would be a nice change of pace, because all the factions up here, with the exception of Dol Guldur, I think cannot even instigate any sieges. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.